So what's up everyone, and welcome to another Warframe video. So I have proven once again that I am a latecomer. I am always late to find out about things that have changed in the game, and I have found out this time that I am late once again. So with the recent Silver Grove update, there has been some significant changes in the game, and as always, I didn't know about it until just recently. Now, one of the most interesting of the changes is the availability of these Ayatan sculptures. I'm not sure if any of you knew about it, but I sure didn't. So I decided that I would look into it and try to figure out what's going on. So there seems to be 5 new sculptures now that you could use to actually either collect endo, or to actually decorate in your ship, or to actually sell in the trading channel. So they're actually quite nice items, and they seem to be available through very rare drops in certain missions and certain containers. But the guaranteed way of getting it is at Maru's Bazaar, where she gives one Ayatan Sculpture quest every week for you to actually go after. Now these are not really quests, but they're actually the parkour type of challenges that you often do in the void missions for getting some of those rarer mods. But now I guess you can do them to actually get these Ayatan sculptures at least once a week from Maru anyway. So I decided to see what this was all about, and I decided to go to Maru's Bazaar to see if I can take one of those challenges. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with the parkour style challenges in the void, there are these hidden hallways and rooms where if you find them, it will trigger an event, and then you basically have to run and climb and jump and do a bunch of things to get to the end. Now, during that entire path, you're basically blasted by a bunch of security lasers that if you get hit, you often get killed. And you have to get to the end by a certain amount of time, or else the door closes. But if you could get to the end before the door closes, then you're rewarded by whatever is in there. Now usually they're kind of mediocre types of mods that are there. Sometimes you could get a rare mod, but I guess in this case you could actually get Ayatan Sculpture, so that's actually pretty cool. Now typically for any void mission, I will usually choose a frame that's most appropriate for the mission rather than any parkour type event. But in this case, since the parkour type event is the mission, I've decided that I would choose Valkyr for my frame. Basically because I'm just a lazy bastard, and Valkyr's hysteria makes you immune to those deadly lasers, and her war cry makes her go a lot faster than she typically can. So she becomes a perfect frame for this type of mission. Now, as far as her setup is concerned, I haven't really done anything particularly special for her. It's the typical thing. So you put in your extra duration, your total energy, and of course your some efficiency. But I haven't particularly set her up for the most efficient format, and I'm not sure if it's really necessary anyway, because of the fact that these parkour missions are relatively quick. If you run out of energy while you're in hysteria, then you probably would have not made it to the end in time anyway, so it's not a big deal. Now, as far as the weapons concerned, I'm going to take my Cyanoid Similar, basically because I can, and it's a decent weapon. Now, since this is Valkyr, I don't have to worry about her health, since she's tough as nails, and of course in Hysteria she could regain her health. So I'm not going to take a Furus and a Winds of Purity, but instead, just for comic purposes, I'll take my Sonicor because it's always a lot of fun to use. I'll take my Lesion again because it's a decent weapon, and I'll take my Carrier. So this will be the setup that I will use to actually try this mission. And so now with this, I can go to Maru's Bazaar.
Welcome to my bazaar. Tenno from all over the system come here to trade. Need any pointers?
So I guess I'm supposed to choose this lowest
For
option.
you, I've got a hot tip on the
You know, I
location
never
of
really
some
realized it,
Ayatans.
but Maru
So,
has this
are you
good
up
old
for a little
girl sort of
investigation,
accent.
Shiny?
Anyway, let's start the mission.
I knew it. Okay, let's do this. I stumbled across an Orokin codex that said this tower was known for its beautiful Ayatan treasures. Unfortunately for you, it was also known for its deadly security apparatus.
Okay, well, thank you, Maru. So I guess I have to go in search of the parkour room in the Void mission. But one thing nice about this mission is that it actually marks where that parkour room is, rather than in a standard Void mission where I usually have to go in search of it. So this should be relatively straightforward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leisurely run to that room, since I have to charge up my Zenuric lens and I do want to have as much energy as possible. So let me leisurely run around here and let you go and get back to you when I find that room. Okay, so we're at the actual entrance of the parkour event now. As you know, you have to step on this pressure plate, and then you get to this next room where you can prepare. Look at all these enemies, but I do have to admit, I really do like my Sonic Ore. It's a lot of fun to actually watch everybody fly around and use it. I really like this as a secondary weapon. Anyway, I noticed that I can charge my Zenuric lens now, so let me open this locker and then charge my Zenuric lens and then see if we can max out our energy. Thank you, operator. So we're still climbing in energy. As you know, there's another pressure plate that in the room next door that will open up yet another room next door with another pressure plate, and it's that big pressure plate that actually starts the event. Now, if I remember right, there's some traps right near the door, so I just want to destroy them with the simulator, and then let's see what happens. Okay, good. So we're here. I noticed that my energy still hasn't maxed out yet, but let me see. Let me look around, and oh, there's some lockers here, so let me get a few things from these lockers since I have the time to do so, and see if we could actually max out the energy. Oh, okay, so I noticed that I'm not absorbing any more energy balls, so I guess I'm maxed out now. So let me do this. Let me stand next to this energy ball and then cast War Cry. Good. And then let's let Valkyr start the event and then cast Hysteria. Okay, go, 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 go. Who cares about the laser? Go, 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 go. Great. Go on, go on, go on. Get in there, get in there. Good. We made it. Okay, so that wasn't too bad at all, and Valkyr seems to be the right frame for doing these missions, and yeah, as Maru says, there's a Ayatan nearby, so we got the sculpture. Now, let me get some of these mods here, since we're here. Usually they are not particularly great mods, but since we're here, we might as well get some. Okay, so we're done with the important part of the mission. So let me go to extraction, use my Sonic Ore, and enjoy the rest of the mission. I'll let you go, and we'll see each other back at the ship. Okay, so here we are at the end of the mission, and as you can see, we got the Ayatan Air Sculpture as a reward, so that's pretty cool. So now I think I have some newfound purpose for doing these sorts of parkour missions again, so oh, let me just skip the cinematics. Oh, so I guess we end up in the bazaar instead of the ship, and that makes sense since we started the mission here, so I guess we end up here. So anyway, let me go back to the ship and we could take a look at what we got. Okay, so I wasn't sure really where to put the sculpture, so I ended up putting it here right on top of the marketplace stand. Yeah, so this is what the Ayatan air sculpture looks like, and it looks pretty cool. It has that organ sort of look, and it's I'm not sure if I could change the colors, but I'm not sure if I really want to anyway. So I guess you could attach some gems to it. So I'm going to start looking for some gems, and I guess I could farm for the other sculptures as well. Okay, so all in all, it was a pretty cool event. It was quite enjoyable, actually. And so, yeah, I think I'll continue to farm these events. And as mentioned, Maru gives one of these events to you a week. So you might want to go to Earth and check up Maru and see if she will give you a mission as well. It's quite enjoyable, and I'll continue to farm for these other statues. And maybe once I get all of these, I might make a follow-up to show you what these statues look like. Anyway, it was a good journey together, and as always, thank you for watching the video. And if you have any comments, or if you know more about these sculptures and the missions, then post them in the section below. It's always a pleasure to make these videos for you, and as always, jaya nice day, everyone.